Hard to remember the best buy ever because everything I buy is great. But
Sold it for $2K in about 22 hours. Straight up. Boom.
best find ever. Coolest and one I think is the most profitable. Both really cool. So
Hey, holy
I probably
smokes.
underpriced it, but.
Welcome back to another episode of Flippin' Thrift.
Let's go.
If this is first time watching, my name's Andrew. This guy is
Derek.
And together we are resellers from North Carolina. And currently we are at FlipCon in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Walking out the doors.
Walking out the doors. Just finished the end of the night party for the last night. And so what we did this entire 2 days, we asked resellers biggest scorers, biggest grail is in their reselling journey. So you guys are about to see some of the biggest YouTube resellers in this video. So check it out, like, comment, and subscribe.
To all of these guys.
The name's Cameron Bowser on YouTube. My craziest find ever. I found the first generation screen mask. I have it listed for like $1,100 and I got it for free at a garage sale. Video will be up probably in like 2 weeks, so stay tuned.
Let's go. Go ahead.
I'm Maggie. I'm Refashion Tippy on Instagram and YouTube. And I got for absolutely free a pair of vintage 1999 Michael Jackson LA Gear limited edition sneakers. They were donated and I thought they were garbage until I Google Lensed them, and then I sold them for $250 to a designer in LA who's repurposing them. And it was a huge win for me. It was one of my first eBay sales and I felt like I understood the world at that point.
Awesome.
Sarah, you the next picker? My best find was actually in a kind of dilapidated storage unit guy's former junk shop. It's closing down, the ceiling's falling in. I was rolling there one day and told him what I did. I might have something for you. He reached behind the counter and grabbed a 1999 Japanese Pokemon sealed box Gen 1.
Way.
So, which he sold me for $50 after a little, like, just trying to figure out what was going on. And where I sold it to was right here in Charlotte.
Oh, no way.
There's a guy messaged me from Charlotte, North Carolina, big Pokemon guy, and he paid $2,500.
Wow.
It was a quick flip.
Let's go.
So, awesome pick, awesome find.
Yeah.
How's it going? My name's Michael Kennedy, Nerd Nation, and I'd say probably my favorite thing is a couple of weeks ago I was at a garage sale, asked the guy, he had video games. It was like 11 o'clock in the morning, it's been several hours. He's like, well, I might have an Atari. I was like, okay, I'd be interested in that. Comes back, he's got a tote, it's got an N64, 10 games, and a single Atari controller. He's like, okay, hold on. So he went back, and he brought out an Xbox 360, and then he goes back, and he brings out a Wii, a bunch of games for that, and then he brings out some PS3 games, and he wanted $40 for all of it. So,
Jeez.
I mean, you just can't beat those finds.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Star. I'm from Flippin' Hippos, and I am known for selling plush, but my best sell ever was a Polaroid camera. So we were at a yard sale, and we met this couple that had World War II paraphernalia and newspapers. And we were looking through their stuff and they said, wait 1 minute. And they brought out this original Polaroid camera from like the 60s or 70s. And I said, how much? And they said, 15. It sold for over $800 to a professional photographer in New York City. And he sent me a message after he bought it that he was actually using it in his professional studio.
Wow.
So that was our best ever.
That's insane.
Yeah.
So one time, I found this, believe it or not, cookie jar by Glenn Appleman. Who is Glenn Appleman? I have no idea. But it was this weird porcelain cookie jar by Glenn Appleman in the shape of a Mercedes-Benz. Bought that, $200 from some random dude. Sold it for $2K in about 22 hours. Straight up. Boom.
Wow. What's your name and
pretty
what's your YouTube channel?
I am Thomas. My YouTube channel is Thomas and Sally's World.
Awesome. Let's go.
Boom.
Hi guys, I'm Osborne the Thrift. My biggest score was back in November. I paid $1,500 for this professional Skype communication device for like businesses to communicate, like basically like high quality, high definition Skype essentially. Paid $1,500 and I sold it for $4,200 in 6 days. So I profited about $2,500 after all of it.
No way. That's awesome.
Abel from Abel's Treasures. My biggest find would be an Omnicord. I bought it for, I believe, $30 and flipped that for $550 to $600. It's been about a year, but boy, when I saw that, I was on the phone, and I'm like, I gotta go. I got something here. So that was my biggest find. Again, Abel from Abel's Treasures.
Let's go.
I'm Carrie, American Arbitrage, and my best find ever, well, this is my favorite find ever, is I was garage selling about 3 years ago, and there was this wheelbarrow with a bunch of tools in it. Underneath that wheelbarrow was a skateboard. And I'm like, oh, this is an 80s skateboard. It was $10, and I'm like, will you take 5? Because I thought it was like a $50 skateboard. So I'm like, I want to try it out. Turns out it's like a 1983 original Tony Hawk skateboard. Chicken head, like skull chicken head. And it sold for $400 in like a couple weeks. Not the biggest sale I've ever had, but I just love the story of it because I was not expecting it. It wasn't where it was supposed to be. It was hidden, and it sold to somebody in like a high-rise in LA, probably to hang up on his wall or something, or her wall. That's my favorite and my best find or sale ever.
Awesome. Sweet.
I'm Dave the NC Picker. How's it going, guys? My they asked me what my best pick was. Eric and Andrew did. Our best flip recently. I would say that probably is a boat GPS fish finder thingy. Yeah, I bought that recently for, what did I pay? $75, and I sold it in like a day for $500.
No way.
That was a nice individual item. And then also, I just recently bought a big buy bulk lot of knives for $80, and I've already sold the vast majority of them, but altogether those $80 worth of knives, they're gonna bring me in around $700.
No way.
Really nice finds just at yard sales.
Awesome.
Gotta love it.
NC Picker, check them out.
My name is Art. My YouTube channel is called The Art of Resell. I have bought so many things, and it's kind of hard to remember the best buy ever because everything I buy is great. But
oh, let's go. Let's go.
I would think most recent that comes to my head, I bought like 4,000 Yu-Gi-Oh cards for like $30. That's probably like one of the greatest buys I've had in a long time. But no, not a long time, but most recent time.
What'd you make off of it?
It's still petty, man, but I'm already above like $1,000 already on it.
Let's go.
Yeah,
awesome. Sweet.
Appreciate it.
How's it going, guys? My name is Justin, otherwise known as the Flipping Accountant. I'm a full-time CPA, and in my spare time, I buy stuff and resell it on Amazon, eBay, and Facebook Marketplace. I'm a 6-figure seller doing that part-time, so it is totally possible to make extra money in your spare time. My best find, is that what you guys were asking?
Yeah.
When I was growing up, I used to buy and sell storage units with my dad. My dad is the one who got me into reselling. We bought a storage unit with a Cadillac that was like 50 years old, I want to say, and it had chrome rims. It was all like the chrome was pitted, so we had to like scrub the chrome, clean it up really nice, and then we turned around and sold it like a couple months later for like 20 grand or something. It was fantastic. Now, I didn't make any of that money. That was my dad's money, right? I got paid for detailing it and cleaning it and doing all that stuff and then helping facilitate the sale, you know, probably like $500 or something. Yeah. But that was probably my best find ever. My second favorite find that I had was we bought a Ronald McDonald head from a statue, sold it on eBay to a Japanese guy named Mashiko, and we sent it to Japan because they absolutely love Americana in Japan, which is kind of cool. So anyways, always be out there looking for cool stuff. You never know what you're going to find. And yeah, thanks for watching. If you haven't already, subscribe to these guys.
Awesome.
All right, so I got 2 items. One, they're both really cool. One's like the coolest and one I think is the most profitable. The most profitable thing I ever sold was a 1972 Blythe, B-L-Y-T-H-E doll made by Kenner. They only made it for 1972. It was sold until 74. It's a doll where the eyes change color when you pull the string on the back of the body. And there's
3 colors of the eyes and they rotate. I found it in the box at the bins. I probably paid like $2 for it, and the arm would fall off. And I listed it on eBay, but I didn't disclose that the arm would fall off, like in the higher position, because it's in the box. Anyway, so I sold it. It was kind of slimy. Customer complained, and it got returned, and that was for like $17.50. And so then I relisted it, and I disclosed everything, took more pictures, and it sold for $18.50.
Wow.
It sold for $100 more.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was worried it was going to go for less. So if you ever see one of those dolls, Blythe, B-L-Y-T-H-E, definitely pick it up. At least look it up to see what they look like. Coolest thing I ever found was I found a wood box at a yard sale once, and it had a hole for a knob, but the knob was gone. And so I shake the box, and I could hear that there's stuff in it that's a little bit heavy, at least a pound or something. But I couldn't open the box, and I didn't have like a butter knife to pry it open. And so I just hold up the box. How much for this old box? You know, you're not trying to make it sound like it's a special box. $2. Cool. Paid $2. Immediately went to the curb and smashed it. Opened the box. Inside was a vintage Italian switchblade, like authentic, with a wooden handle. I don't even know how much it's worth because I just kept it. Super cool. A gold army ring, which I put on my finger immediately without thinking about it, and my wife is just like, yo, that's probably a dead guy's ring. And I was like, oh, I took it off. We smashed that ring at the pawn shop that day for I think like $250.
Wow.
It was 24
Okay.
karat gold.
Yeah.
And then the last thing, not least in the box, was a baseball in a Perspex case with all kind of signatures on it. And they're hard to read, but I'm looking through and I'm like, it's Willie Mays. Just like as many signatures were on it, I'm leaning towards thinking it's definitely authentic right then and there, you know? And so it turned out to be I forget the exact year, but it's either the last year they were the the last year they were the New York Giants, or the first year they were the San Francisco Giants.
Wow.
And it turned out at the time to only be worth about $1,000. I kept it still on my desk.
Alright, my name's Caleb, my channel is Phoenix Resale, and my biggest score ever was a sealed Luigi's Mansion GameCube game that I paid $300 for, sent in to get graded, and it sold for $3,500 in a day.
No way. Holy
so I probably
smokes.
underpriced it, but still a fantastic flip.